Like, we can't forget that there is an ending in NieR Automata that is triggered because 2B eats a fish and it clogs up her system and she dies. And then the ending is like, yeah, like I'm dead, but it was worth it because I got to eat a fish. The people of these communities are not smart. Like, 38% completion, though. I think that when you get to part 2, you're supposed to have 51% completion or something like that. I thought I went to the lowest level. We'll go back there shortly. I also thought that somehow that was going to be an intersecting plot where she was like dating that guy, but I guess that would be stupid because how could you do both those quests? With this game, does the controller just work automatically for you? I mean, yes, but also no. The controller works just fine, no matter if I have it plugged in or if I'm using it off of Bluetooth. It works for Rachel when she has it plugged in. The only reason we have to fuck around with controller stuff is because when one of us wants to take priority from the other one, we need to, like, unplug the other controller and, like, do a little bit of tweaking Steam. But otherwise, it works fine. I have to unplug it, then plug it back in before the game recognizes it every time. Do you have the controller plugged in or turned on before you start the game? Or are you plugging it in after you've started the game? Ow. You bit me. Wolffang. Motherfucker. It's already plugged in before I start. Okay, then that should definitely be fine. God damn it! You're all giving me fangs. I need pelts. Give me your fur. I will absolutely body you for your fur. God damn it. Yo, that's a lot more wolves out than there used to be.
Owls.
Interesting little thing, which I'm not sure if you know. The first blast that's fired out is substantially stronger than the concurrent blast that you send out if you hold the button down. So if you just pull it rapid fire, it actually sends out one really strong shot every time. Really dumb, weird stuff into the NieR tech. Fucking fangs. Yeah, it's always a really dumb RPG thing when you kill an animal and then the animal's like, oh, I only had this much of that in my body. Yeah, I've got this whole thing of skin, but unfortunately you cannot have it.
Again, you cut it open, it's just teeth.
Pat had a whole point where, like, he had seen his dad, like, clean a fish, as it were, right? Which is, like, where you, like, pull out all the guts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he had just kind of forgotten about that for years. And in his brain, whenever he thought of, like, the mental image of a fish, he just thought of, essentially, a fish being just meat and a skeleton. So, like, a couple of days ago, he had the realization, like, oh yeah, fish have organs. And it really grossed him out. Ow! Dick, I'm trying to, like, carve up your buddy. You only gave me a fang. You guys are absolutely useless. Seriously, this is actually just, like, you guys are just not giving me enough. Ow. Oh, okay, kinda is just gonna do the work for me, I guess. Okay, that's a hide. Apparently, the sword that we have right now is technically the strongest sword until you get to part 2.
Lovely. I can't wait till part 2. Because I think we also get an outfit change.
Yeah, that's when you age up.
Yeah!
You play NieR Shippuden.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I cannot express to you how furious Naruto Shippuden made me when it came out and I watched the first episode, and they're like, I hadn't been really reading the manga at that point because I wasn't like a hardcore Naruto fan, right? I watched it because it was an anime and I wanted to watch an anime, and like I watched Shippuden and they're just like, here's Naruto after the time skip, and I'm like, that's the same jacket. No, the jacket has black on it now. That's the same jacket. like, for fuck's sake, like, he couldn't have gotten a cooler outfit? Also, to go back to what Pasta said, I love the idea of just, you, like, open up a wolf and just all of the organs inside are just teeth. Like, imagine the horror world that is, you open up an animal and it's all teeth.
Here's clanks.
No, like
the animal walks here, click, 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 click.
No. It's completely normal, and then you slice it open, and instead of meat, it's just teeth. Like,
teeth.
You just, how did this work? How was it alive beforehand? Dude, this is probably gonna be like hell for the bit rate. That said, I do think it's infinite wolves as long as you're in the sandstorm.
Part of me is annoyed that you're just in the sandstorm.
Yeah?
Why aren't you going off and doing missions?
Well, one of my missions is to get 10 wolf hide. Apology for a fool. Okay, we've got one more wolf hide we need to get.
It's gonna take forever to get it.
And also, there is a guy who wandered into the mist and is like, I gotta get my revenge on the wolves. Because if I don't, how will they see that I'm a man? And I'm just like, I don't know, probably by not killing a bunch of wolves and dying. You know? I'm sorry, fish. This is sand.
It's just, it's just dirty water.
The fish got away?
It's just dirty water.
Oh my god, it's one of these fish too that have like the insane HP bars. I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be like, here's a boot.
Like an Animal Crossing, it's like, here's a rock.
Well, like I was fishing last night, and I if you use a certain kind of bait, it's supposed to give you a certain kind of fish, and then it was like, congrats, here's a bucket. What the fuck is that? Rusted clump? What? Wait, hold up.
Literally, probably nothing.
No. That's used to upgrade the NieR Automata weapons. And if we upgrade the NieR Automata weapons, they actually would have higher damage than Beastbane's like straight up physical damage. What the fuck? Why is that like that? God damn it. That means I'm gonna be fishing like later tonight when work is slow, getting upgrade materials. out of a sand fishing hole. Absolutely the worst. Also, where the fuck is this kid? Because, like, we've gone in a full circle. Get out of here. It's just dirty water. Moldavite. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, wait, is this door going to lead to what he called a wolf den? Because I would love to know. It did. Kid, can you explain to me how the wolf den is behind a door? Because that implies that these wolves know how to work doors.
We're too late. Come.
Man, those wolves went from we want to fight him to we want to fight you.
Keep the one wolf alive so you can collect all the things.
That's kind of what I was doing. Oh, they deloaded anyway. Wow. Alright, you're a lucky wolf. Wolf fame. Bah. Oh, wait, are we still getting more? Oh, hi. The wolves are defeated. But they somehow learned to use doors. Oh, this actually still has water coming out of it.
This guy is insane. He could have died.
He reminds me of a certain someone.
Are you saying I'm insane and could have died? Perhaps.
Hey, I'm not like that.
Thank the gods. Do you know how much we worried about you, boy?
Your son is a boy no longer. Though we urged him against it, he vanquished an entire den of wolves nearly by his lonesome.
That is a lie. Do not tell him that. Don't do this. But honestly, think to defeat an entire pack of wolves by yourselves, I know these people did most of the work for you. But they would have killed other people. They would have done no such thing because you could have come back here and warned us. Still, you attempted to do right, and for this I am proud. Father, I will speak to the king's advisor. If he will have you, then I will give you a blessing. Become a man of the mask. Truly, Father. Must never do such a foolish thing again. A true soldier knows when he is outmanned. He knows it is not shameful to seek the aid of his fellows. Father, I swear to you someday I'll be as proud and wise as you. Here you go, my son's an idiot. 10,000 money. Okay, so we've hit the point where they're just giving you 10,000 money for quests.
I'm sure your son will make a fine man of the mask.
He is my pride and joy. Littlest hero completed. Okay, now I need to investigate for this girl, who is allegedly at the lowest part of the environment, but I haven't been able to find out any evidence of this. Is there 2 treasuries? That's extremely weird.
Could be same treasury, different exit.
Well, there's one on this side and one on that side.
Oh,
Yeah, welcome to my confusion. I also really enjoy Wolves Smart. I know in Adventure Time and in another one.
That's Treasury.
Yeah, I know. I'm just hoping that maybe he could have given me something else, like as info. Oh, that's worrying.
Given all the info we've gathered, the missing girl should have been around here with her boyfriend.
And then he stabbed her. Or her period
Say,
happened.
Are these bloodstains?
Yeah, and they look fresh.
I fear the missing girl may somehow figure into this yet.
Well, she was last seen with her boyfriend. Let's go find him. Maybe he knows something.
But do you know who he is? Oh. Hello. Standing watch at the town entrance. Yeah, that's all. 10 wolf hides. Right, we didn't get 10. We still have one left to get. I don't want to buy one for $5,000, thank you. I will come back for you, you absolute moron. I do not think 10 wolf hides is going to make your wife forgive the fact that you were sticking your dick in another person.
We're
Who are
looking
you?
for your girlfriend. She's been missing for a few days now. You were the last one to see her before she vanished, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're her boyfriend. Aren't you worried about her?
Well, yes, of course I am. What business is of yours?
Foul creature. We found bloodstains in the very area where the two of you are last seen.
The person who plays Child NieR sounds like 9S, but they're different voice actors. This is true.
You can hide nothing from Grimoire Vice. Confess, O guilty one. Confess and unburden your soul. Confess, lest others who are not as forgiving as I discover your terrible secret.
No, it was an accident. You're arguing over something stupid. She pushed me. I pushed her back. She must have slipped or something because she fell and hit her head on the wall. Oh gods, I didn't mean to hurt her. I loved her.
Accident or not, a person died. Trying to cover that up is a serious crime.
I knew I couldn't hide forever. I didn't know what to do, so I put the body on the sand spout just outside the city. That's all I can tell you. I'm so
We
sorry.
appreciate the honesty. We're gonna check on the Sandspout well.
Hello, Nick.
You stay here.
Hello.
Hello, Nick. There was a discussion earlier that I wish you could have been a part of.
Mhm.
Not in real life, just in the game. There was a couple arguing, and they were both so incredibly stupid that like part way through the discussion, I grew tired of listening to them. And then in game, the people were like, "These people are exhausting."
How are you doing?
That's pretty funny. Doing good. Doing really good. Doing
This
really
is hardly
yeah.
the most pleasant time.
That just kind
I
of
get my sperm tested tomorrow.
I don't see
Oh yeah, nice.
See how it's looking. See how it's going.
That was being discussed recently.
Yeah.
There was a discussion with Shepard about balls that came up.
Oh,
And
that's
then
true.
it was mentioned how Tucker has the issue where their testicles have like what feel like a bag of worms because of enlarged veins,
Interesting. Interesting.
and how that might lead to infertility issues, so they have to get their sperm tested. And then it was like Nick. So it all comes back around.
Yeah, you have to.
How peculiar.
The sample needs to come out like an hour within an hour of the test itself, and the test has to be done before 10 a.m. Like I have to bring it in before 10 a.m. So I have a scheduled jerk off tomorrow morning,
Yeah, well, when you do that sort of stuff, isn't it usually like go into this room and then jerk off in a cup?
No, you bring it in because you have an hour, so, and it's just down the road, so I can be at home at least. The cup's already. They gave me the cup and everything when I left, when I got the vasectomy, like forever ago, like 3 months ago. They were like, "We'll make a schedule for you," but then like apparently they changed to a new computer system and just kind of lost my appointment, so I had to call and make another one.
Just have Rachel help you before she goes to work.
She goes to work at 2 a.m. 3 a.m.
Also,
that was the plan originally.
The sample.
It won't contaminate. There's all kinds of ways.
When he gets close, you switch to hand catching.
Yeah, all that was the plan, but it has to be within an hour. So.
Just get one of those horrifying fleshlights with the lips.
That collects it, yeah.
Dude, that fleshlight where it's like the lips move and it has a tongue scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you see the one that was, I don't remember if you were there for it, if it was after you'd left. But it was like Connor and the rest of us.
Where are you going?
I don't remember where I'm going.
Jumping on architecture as
no, I'm actually
gamer does when they don't know where they're going.
Body, you went to go find the girlfriend's body. Girlfriend's body's not there.
Yeah, gotta go tell the parents the grim news. Gotta find the parents. So somewhere in here. Also, no, you just jump on the architecture anyway. But yeah, there was a whole thing where like after you had left, we were still just on Alibaba for like an hour.
It's a good place.
Well, it was more so we were just sharing the cursed shit that we found.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like there was like a 7-inch tall fairy that you can get that is like a sex toy.
Interesting.
So it's just like, hey, do you want a thing that just completely encapsulates your dick? But also
I've never looked at Alibaba
bulges disgustingly?
I've only looked at AliExpress. What's the difference?
I think it's the same thing.
I'll look it up.
Because like I'm pretty sure AliExpress is just like an arm of Alibaba, right?
I mean, the UI and everything looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
I have to call and see because we were planning on going to Salem.
Yeah.
But because I can't get fully vaccinated, we have to see how that's gonna work. Because if you're not vaccinated, they're like, hey, you have to quarantine when you get there. And I'm like, what if you tried and then your body said no?
And also, like, you are down to human.
Yeah.
Okay, so AliExpress sells manufactured products for customers, while the other one is meant for transactions between businesses. Apparently. Which is why AliExpress has better shipping? Maybe?
Guess what? My daughter's back.
Listen.
But I think they ended up kind of being the same in the end, yeah.
Wait, what?
Either way, it's owned by Jack Ma.
Yeah, Alibaba's for like wholesale products. Resale and store.
My apologies for bothering
But
you.
your boyfriend told us you were...
By the gods. You're live, but how?
Oh, also, there's
something.
Alibaba requires 100 products at least, like to order.
Jesus.
You have to, like, there's minimum orders and stuff.
I want to order 100 tiny mews. And then leave them around the house.
I mean, that's what Red did.
Yeah, I remember with that. Like,
remember that? Yeah, he was like, I think he was
a
graduating or
reference to.
something. Yeah, I figured, yeah. AliExpress, yeah.
Whatever they say in a fictional language.
Dude, there was okay. So new guy started at work.
Could the man
Um,
possibly have been
I guess he's the first guy that started since I'm like been manager. So he's the first guy that like has only known me as a manager, which is kind of fun. But there was something off about him the entire time. Like he didn't really mesh well with anybody, and we were trying to figure out why. And then we learned he wants to be a cop.
Oh.
We were like, oh, that's
He's
it.
a human thumb. I got it.
He's a cop. And his reason for wanting to be a cop is that he once drove a cop car, like for work, somewhere. And he really liked how everyone moved out of his way and slowed down.
That's
so he likes the power of it.
he's the exact wrong kind of cop.
Exactly. So we're like, oh, that's what it is.
Fun fact, the police in Toronto got in trouble for that, and several got fired. Because it turns out that they were turning on their shit to manipulate lights so that way they could get through.
Yeah. That happens.
Cops do that here too. There'll be like 3 people behind like a red light, and then they'll turn on their sirens. Everyone will move, and they'll go through the. They'll go through the red light.
I mean, he wasn't doing any of that. He was just driving a police car for work, but.
Yeah.
Still,
no, but
yeah.
he's just like, I liked that everybody was moving out of my way.
Yeah.
Which means that once he gets in, he will definitely be the guy that will do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the cop that in like
super
5 to
respect,
10 years he's gonna look like a thumb. Like he'll have the hair cut super short, and he'll wear the tight collar, and it will make his neck squish. They always turn into thumbs.
Yeah. He's already very tall. He looks 26. He is 19.
I say this jokingly because phrenology is clearly.
You
Why
have
are there
enough
so many
wolf
wolves?
You have enough bullfight to go finish that quest.
I'm gonna have plenty more apparently. I turned around, there was 17 wolves.
There are a lot of them.
Look at the map!
There's a part in this game, Nick, where it's just a text adventure and it sucks. And I got tired of Tyler reading it just because it's like, no, we're not doing this. And if I try to read really quickly, I fuck up the words, so I just kept button spamming to get through the fucking conversations.
Yeah,
That's most video games for me.
My information at the end was just, if you want to read this, I'm sure it's on the wiki.
Yeah, no, we're not doing it. And then, like, I'd ask Tyler for the correct answers. But it's like, we're not doing this right now. Could you imagine having Shepard read it?
No, I would leave. I would just.
You come
I'll be
back 15 minutes later.
Exactly.
Are you done with text adventure? He brings that up every single time. Like he showed up a couple of days ago when I was streaming, and he just kind of hung out after the first NieR stream for a few hours. And he was just like, remember that time that I was trying to read and Nick left? It's like that's burned into his memory and he can't forget about it.
It would happen again.
I think both of us left. Both Nick and I left.
Yeah, well, there was different reason.
I think.
Because with Rachel, she was like, I think I'm gonna go get food, and then Shepard just kind of kept going badly reading chat. So she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get that food now. And then you were like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. So you just left. Like there was no motivation for you. You're just like, I just don't want to
sub goal to get Shepard to read that. That's a negative sub goal actually. If we drop under a certain amount.
I like the idea of negative sub goals. Actually, that's really fun.
No, right? That is actually really fun.
If you have,
like, it's a bad thing if you're a big channel because that kind of guilts people, but it's still very funny.
I don't think
you make it enough of a joke.
That bad. Like if you,
if you make it enough of a joke too.
If you have, say, a large enough channel or a small enough channel, I think it's fine. Like if you know you're always going to be hitting, like let's say if you're a small channel, you know you're going to be hitting like say 15, right? And you just want to make it a joke. Like if we ever hit below 7. Like a random number, then we're going to have negative sub goals happen. And it's like you get a blind person to read chat from far away. Like you bully chat into doing what you want, basically.
You passed the guy who needs the wolf pelts, I think.
I'm just looking to see if there's any other quests along the edges. Because we keep on getting that situation of like, we walk by and suddenly there's a new quest.
Yeah, so I think what we should do is you finish the quest you have, and then we go to next level.
Well, like I said, I know that it's like 51 is the percent that you're supposed to get. I love that this guy genuinely believes 10 wolf pelts will make his wife forget that he was fucking somebody.
She's super mad at you, right?
I mean, it can't be 9.
Speak to her long enough to give her the present?
She did throw something at me last time I approached. I don't know, maybe you could ask her for me. Yeah, send a 13-year-old with a wolf pelt and be like, your husband loves you.
This is proof.
Come on, really? Look,
I get another
it's
light.
just giving her a message, fine, but the present's on you.
A ceiling light. I just said I'm gonna look at apartments.
I mean, you guys tend to look at
It's fun to look.
homes of some kind.
It's fun to look and
Ooh. Are you looking to move?
yeah, I mean not until
Hi
next
there.
March, so
I
got a long time.
have a message for you.
We gotta tell Connor at some point that he's not gonna
From
be staying
like
with us.
no good cheater of a husband, I bet.
Are you and Racer? Are you and Ray looking to
Anyway,
move
he
along?
says he knows
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
involved
yeah,
and wants to
definitely.
give you
Like
an apology
100%.
present.
That Venom costume was actually pretty sick, gotta say.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
we're just it's in the bot chat. We still don't know what Connor's gonna do,
Mm.
and it's like, well,
Gotta take a look at that.
sorry, bud.
He'll move in with Tristan.
I mean, Tristan lives in
I said that mostly jokingly.
how do I describe it? He does live in like an area that has a lot of people in it. It's actually a possibility.
That's a pretty cool hood.
It's actually pretty sick, yeah.
I think I would laugh at most people wearing that.
Oh, yeah. Unless you're at a con, don't wear that. But it is very cool.
Listen, I have a very specific clause that will allow you to wear this. That is so like him. You should have known better than to cheat in the first place. He's far too stupid to ever pull it off. Are you implying that if he was stupid enough to be a good husband and like...
No,
You know.
she's saying if he was smarter.
No,
he'd
I'm
be
just
able to
meaning
cheat
like
without
if he
being
was
caught.
stupid enough and just didn't think about that in the first place and was just content in his life, like that one guy in the other town who's like, my wife, she left me because I ate an apple. There's two layers to this. No, don't forgive him because he gave you wolf hide. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah, if you ever cheated on me, I'd cut your dick off.
Don't do that either, though.
Like that one lady.
I would.
Yeah, but also don't do that.
Leave human bodies intact. Only eviscerate them through violence. Managed to patch things up more or less. Anyway, thank you. Couldn't have done it without your help. You literally could not have.
Don't cheat on her again, okay?
From now on, I'm dedicating my whole life to making her happy. With wolf pelts. 20,000 gold. Well, okay.
Like tomorrow when we play, I want to do a meal.
Yeah, you can play the email questline.
Yeah. So hopefully you can get quests done tonight. That all the quests you want to get done tonight.
Required materials are in the Baron Temple. What's the other ones? Signature dish is wheat. I will go to the brochure and see if they have anything. And round striped foods. What the fuck could that possibly mean? Watermelon?
Melon.
Like,
We bought some watermelon Mountain Dew today,
I know
Ooh,
that
is it
watermelons are
good?
technically
I have no
round,
idea.
but
but it was a
a
very pink
think
can.
circle.
That's why we bought it.
very pink.
It's good.
We were walking around a grocery store and just went, "Whoa, pink Mountain Dew," and just put it in the cart.
I have not had a regular pop in so long. The ones that
Yeah.
I have are all like the special ones in like bottles at this point.
See, that's what happened. Is that both of us, by the way, Night Packer, we were both just like, we haven't had a Mountain Dew in like years, like either of us. So we both got one. And it was incredible.
I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow. I might buy soda. Now that you said something.
I'm sorry.
The only
We
time I do
we,
is like
we still
if
very
I,
rarely buy it. Yeah.
is if I go to like a fast food place. It's like I'll have
Even then,
this,
I get
and then
lemonade.
It's just all watered down usually.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why you don't get like lemonade or something like that. Their iced tea is usually pretty good at fast food if you like iced tea.
What you were looking
but
for?
I remember that whole discussion.
Yeah. Oh, the iced tea version. Okay. By the way, yeah. Okay. Don't even. Oh, get me going on that.
Well, I guess I'll keep looking.
And I like how that one broke down into all three of us having widely differing
Yeah, I
opinions.
know, right? That was really good. That one gets me still. Yeah.
That one, that one's one that is stuck in my brain that makes me laugh some days. Like, I'll just be sitting there laughing to myself. Like, Nick got so mad about that.
I did.
Okay.
I think at the end though, it turned out that it was just like we figured out what happened. You know. We were
yeah,
like, okay.
it was literally just the common parlance sort of thing.
Yeah.
That one requires 1 fluorite. 10 round stripe. God damn it. 10? 10? You want 10 watermelons, lady? Do you know how costly that is? I get that it's your kid's birthday, but fuck, that's like $8,000. Also, melon, a sweet-smelling fruit that's quite popular among older women? Like, sometimes the Japanese writing in these games really comes through. How many fucking people are at this party? I mean, I know people that could easily eat like 2 to 3 watermelon.
I can eat a whole watermelon by myself in one fucking sitting. Are you kidding me? You just sit me there with a watermelon and a thing of salt, and I'll just knock it out.
Never put salt on a watermelon. It's probably very good.
That's also very Japanese.
I love salt on watermelons.
They love salt on their watermelons.
I'll sit there. Typically, I have the melon baller, and I'll just sit there and I'll just salt melon baller in mouth.
What the fuck is a melon baller?
It's
they make a
that,
Is there a tool made for melons?
Yeah, it makes it into a
spoon
ball.
Just use your hand.
That cuts the melon into a perfect circle. It's the cute for the scoops into a perfect circle.
There's also a Simpsons episode where they go to comic book guy's place, and he has an Incredible Hulk melon baller.
You also missed a lady to give her the melons.
I did, but they have an Incredible Hulk melon baller, and it is like the Hulk squatting with his arms up and his mouth open, and you stick the melon in the mouth and it poops out a ball of melon. And for some reason it talks, so like as you're putting it through the mouth, it's going "Arr!"
Are these watermelons what you were looking for?
Yes, thank you so much.
Great.
Oh,
hope you can make your
I
daughter-
accidentally shot an ally in RimWorld, and it reduced our...
She loves watermelon
relationship.
cake more
Okay.
than anything. What is that? What is a watermelon cake?
Probably you cut it, then put like yogurt, and then slowly, I don't know.
You only gave me 3,000 gold back. That's not even like enough for your watermelons. Oh my god, your fucking rules in your society are absurdist. As the rule says, parents must scold their children when they make a mistake. Yeah, you guys live in a society, alright.
Need wheat.
Need 10 wheat, but I have no idea where to get wheat other than to grow it. And then I have to get fluorite by going into the temple. Because that one guy's girlfriend is a gold digger. Yeah, you didn't have any wheat. Then do I literally have to grow 10 Who the fuck sells wheat? Look
Lady
this up.
at the market, in town. Our town.
Our town?
Our market.
She sells the wheat?
I think so.
Might just be wheat seeds. We'll see. We've got a little bit of time.
No, because if it was wheat seeds, it would have said wheat seeds. Because remember, I bought a wheat seed, and then we went to the market with the fat lady with the hanging meat, and then she was there.
Yeah.
And she sold wheat, so I think you can get wheat from her.
I love the description of fat lady with hanging meat has stuck around.
It's also just me. Ever since I started working at the car dealership,
Yeah.
I've been pointing out things that are wrong with my friends' cars. Like, you should probably get that
Oh,
looked at.
dude. So it begins, man.
Like, my roommate, her rear brake lights don't work. Like,
What?
only...
It's
yeah, none of
totally
them work.
illegal.
That's
Yeah, and I was like,
extremely not
I was
good.
like, hey,
So
I'm like-
dangerous.
Like, hey, you should probably get those looked at. Like,
Yeah!
the sensor-
Like,
the
that's
sensor
actually
one
just the
works.
thing that you should say
That's
anyway.
not a small thing. Oh my god.
No, and I'm like, hey, you should probably... And she's like, oh, it's okay. I was like, no, you should
No,
probably
it's not.
probably get those looked at.
That's so bad.
Don't worry.
You get sued for that.
I stuck 2 lights on the outside of my car
my
to
God.
compensate.
Yeah, honestly, that would work.
I mean, in some states, and probably more specifically and more like broadly, some counties and etc., I do know that there are like obscure laws where it's like if you don't have functioning lights, you can stick your arms out, which is extremely fun.
Your roommate is a bad person, and I'm not saying that as a joke. I think so. And I don't like your roommate. Like, that's so irresponsible and like selfish.
And that's an
that
easy,
I think
that's
they're
an
bad.
easy fix too.
That too.
We junked their they had 2 vehicles. The one, it was like a 2002, it was old, and it was finally on its last leg. It was dying.
Mm.
And so we were like, okay, we'll junk it. And I was like, oh hey, it not only does it not have an inspection, but its registration is also highly expired. So we had to do the thing that people do when they steal a car, where it's you put one person with a good car in the front, you put the shit car in the middle, or the stolen car in the middle, and then another car in the back. So it's like they're kind of obscured.
For what? For the inspection?
By cops. If a cop pulls us over,
okay.
they'd get a ticket.
Oh, for no plate or something like that?
For no registration.
Oh, well then don't get pulled over.
Inspection. You'd get 100%. The cops here. Listen, I got a ticket for putting on lip gloss. Okay.
You know how often I drive a car with no license plate on it? Like every day.
The cops here have a quota, and because it's a college town and currently college kids aren't around, they're getting their tickets from like I got a ticket once like years ago in this town when I was taking off my seatbelt pulling into a parking spot. They're like, your car is in motion. And I'm like, but I'm pulling into a like, it doesn't matter, your car's in motion, you're getting a ticket for driving without a seatbelt. So we're like, hey, just to be safe, we'll do this. And on the way there, the car, like we call it shitbox, and shitbox was on, like, you could smell fire. Like, you saw smoke. And I'm just like, I just backed up. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this situation. I just backed the fuck up as far away as I could from it. And we get to the junk heap, I think they only got $200 for it. And,
yeah, scrap isn't worth as much as it used to be.
The roommate that was driving it, he was just like, oh, did you smell? I'm like, yeah, we all smelled that. Dude, like, the car was on fire. It was bad. Told you they had wheat there.
I mean, I'm glad they had wheat there.
Or like, when the car's in idle, it, like, hiccups.
Hmm. Yeah, we had a car at work today that, we had to drive like wholesale cars to go straight to auction, and sometimes they just won't move for whatever reason because they're very shitty cars and going straight to auction for a reason. And we had one that just we couldn't get to move. We were pretty sure it was a broken alternator, and we told them that. And instead of sending the tow truck to pick it up, they sent a guy to pick it up. And we were like, no, it doesn't move. Like the only way we got it back to where it was is we put a jump box on the battery and then closed the hood over the jump box and left the jump box on because that's what was powering the car. It has no like generator anymore. And then they didn't believe us, and we had to like prove it to them. So that was fun.
That's really, why would you not believe that?
I don't know.
People be dumb, man.
I mean, basically.
All right, there we go.
Come back soon.
Mr. Papadopoulos. It's actually Devila. Which one do you have for me now?
Which job should I give?
Lighthouse Lady's Wrath.
I've got
Fantastic.
another
I
job
love
from
dealing
Secret
with this
Basement.
old woman that's a bitch.
Apparently some cranky old lady is giving him trouble. I wrote down the client's location.
I love that the rumor of this old woman being such a raging bitch has reached this town. A completely different town. Like, imagine living in a society where you no longer have modern day technology and you have to cross dangerous ground between towns, and yet meanwhile there is still people being like, man, that woman sucks an entire town away.
Hey, my horse is pregnant.
Your whore is pregnant?
A horse.
Same difference.
Hopefully not the whore.
Do you have a courtesan? I wonder when that stopped being, like, a respectable thing. Because, like, at one point in time, if you were, like, a really, you know, attractive, quote-unquote, educated woman who could keep the company of nobles and etc., it's like, you were sought out. you were considered to be an important figure in
I
history.
am back.
Host club.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, sort
I
of,
don't
except
remember
back
that.
then you were definitely fucking them.
Oh,
True,
it's
true.
fun. Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Yeah.
The intro was pretty good.
I hate that intro because it's seared into my memory from that summer that I watched it.
I see you go. You go. I have,
I like the main character.
You are a
because you...
Haruhi is the
Haruhi?
best part of that entire show, aside from...
False.
Besides the
False.
guy with the glasses.
Thank you.
He's
I was
fun.
gonna say,
Yeah.
you do not bash Kyoya's name like
Well, he's
that.
the only other character I like. Like,
I liked him, and I also like Hikaru and Kadu.
I mean, the twins are okay, but, like, you know, it has that, like, you know, weird anime twincest thing, but it's played for laughs, so it's a bit
Oh,
awkward.
and I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them.
Only
Honey
5,000
Sen-
money?
Honey Senpai could get fucked. I hate Honey Senpai.
Yeah.
Oh, but you, Nick, you are... You and I have, I don't want to say
It
similar,
looks delicious.
decor tastes, but it's closer than what Tyler and I like.
That's fair. That's easy.
So, and Tyler said he kind of liked the idea about this, but I want your opinion. So I have a wall
What's
in my
up?
room
Whoa,
that's a
me too.
disgusting emerald green color, and I hate it.
Gotcha.
But instead of painting it, what I thought would be cool
Well, I don't have
is
much to offer,
making,
but
you can
sure,
either
thanks
buy
so much.
wallpaper
Recipe ideas, huh?
or make your own wallpaper out of manga pages. So just one fucking
Okay,
wall.
I
It's like
have seen this before, I think. Yeah.
yay or nay to the manga wall?
I mean, how big is this wall?
It's the biggest wall, and it has a window. It's the biggest wall in my room.
It just feels like such a commitment is the thing.
Yeah.
A commitment is the 37 posters that I have hanging up on my wall. Okay. Commitment? We've been together how long?
That's not my point. Like,
I'm good at commitment. Alright?
that's not the discussion. My point is, it seems like a commitment to that area.
Yeah, like once it's
True.
up there, it's up there until I leave, because I will take it down with
It's
me.
gotta be the manga corner, yeah.
But I think it looks super dope, don't you?
I'm
I
not
just
sure,
don't-
honestly.
I
I would need more. I need to, like, see everything, you know? I don't know. You know?
I've learned that I
Hard
just shouldn't put things up on walls because I put a bunch of shelves up in the old area that I had for shit, and I just don't like it. And it's like I just left it there for 3 years, even though I don't like it because it's up there, and I don't want to have to take it down, fill the holes.
I mean, that sounds like a new problem.
repaint it. So
This person never emailed me back about a couch.
Yeah, like I rearranged my room 3 times since moving in here. So well.
yeah, I don't get it. I cannot do that. I like
And
to
then you
find one optimized way for everything to be, and then remaining that way as long as possible.
Thing, if I don't find a layout that I like, then I'm gonna be upset. But I think this is the layout that I like.
You say that, but you also had layouts that you liked at the other place, and then I would wake up and you'd be like, anyway, so I reorganized my entire room.
I would usually do it at 2 a.m. as well, yeah.
Right? It's the depressive time when you're depressed and sad. You clean and rearrange stuff. Like I woke up today super early and I vacuumed. Didn't even need to. I just did it because it's like, it feels like a vacuum day.
Hate that.
And then I helped in the garden.
We get a new vacuum. Pretty badly. I spilled a
one that-
milkshake on the carpet years ago, like not years ago, months ago. Still has a stain there. I gotta fix that. Bought the carpet cleaner today though. It's on the list. I get what?
I don't remember.
All right then.
I don't remember.
Oh, I also got shelving today, and the shelving is only for anime figures, but it's like I have the shelves and no anime figures, so I have to wait. But then anime figurines are so expensive.
Sometimes.
There's one that I want that's like what was the one? I think it was 200 or something that I sent you.
She sent me a Suyu one that was fucking
160 some bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, like for adjusted Canadians, definitely 200.
I was like,
I mean, I
oh,
don't spend
God.
over like 40 on one, I'd say.
I was saying to her, like, my big problem with spending that much on, like, an anime figure as opposed to models is I can fucking combine all those things and I have a million leftover parts, as opposed to I now have a cute anime girl that will just sit there. And it's like...
Yeah, but that's what I want.
And yeah,
Look.
that's the difference in, like, you know, wants and needs for people is I want $200 worth of spare parts that I can shove onto a robot, whereas you want $200 worth of anime waifu.
I want a bigger room. That's what I want.
I mean, the gestures broadly,
Yeah, well, we have some things that are keeping that from happening.
namely a pandemic.
Also, I also thought getting the vaccine would get me to Canada faster.
No.
No.
I don't know
Yeah.
why
Even if
she
I-
thought that either.
Yeah,
even if I could get it,
Hey,
like
so
the
I
second
found a cookbook
dosage,
in
no.
the
And, like,
library with some
literally
recipes
on
that might
Canada's
interest you.
government page, it just says, like, even if you have the vaccine, you have to wait the requisite 3 days at a hotel and then quarantine, like, when you get to where you want to be.
Really? Let me take a look. Shark? Really? Wow, this is some high-class cuisine.
You
I've never
better
even
not
tried
be
cooking
like,
something
hey,
like this before."
can you
Give me a
catch me a
shark.
shark? Like, if you ask me for this, you motherfucker,
Still, shark fin fried rice.
he's
sounds
gonna ask me to
amazing.
get a shark.
Think you could help me track some
He's
down?
asking me to get a shark.
You can eat shark fins? Man. Anyway, sure. I didn't come this far just to quit now.
Wonderful. In that case,
I went to a
here's the
physical
shopping list.
Uniqlo
5
store.
Sharks, 5 bags of rice,
I sort of
Chicago?
been to one.
5 mushrooms.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have one in
thanks
Toronto.
in advance.
Oshawa.
Really? Wow.
Dude, I was surprised Oshawa's population's like 500,000 people.
That is pretty big.
It's a pretty big city. It's just a shithole.
But the fitting rooms aren't open, so I still couldn't try on the jeans.
Yeah, like if I go, the only reason I want to go is to be like, are your fat people close fat enough for the fat people?
Yeah, I just want to try the jeans and stuff on. Luckily,
I just
it being
want
a
a shirt
Japanese
that
company,
has
they all
a
fit me,
tiny
so.
Gundam head poking out of the pocket. Also because they're one of the few companies that sells V-necks for men.
Technically, this $500 is supposed to work to my credit card that has a computer on it, but also, what if I didn't?
He requires 5 rice and 5 shark. I hate everybody in this world. Everyone in this world is a bunch of incompetents who can't do what they need to do. And fishing is a piece of shit.
Wow.
It is.
I mean, I believe you. A lot of games do it badly.
It's really bad because the only way to actually be able to fish easily in this game is to do 5 quests for an old man who's scamming you.
I can't believe why I have more money than I thought. I can't believe they didn't put fishing into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty
confuses me.
surprising considering how many Zeldas have fishing.
Yeah, and it's such a good addition to the game. I feel like.
I mean, that's an opinion.
Okay, if it's the game, if it's that Zelda better than did any other Zelda, let's put it that way.
You have to use fish that you get from fishing to get shark.
Gotcha.
Oh, you can buy the fish, but that's still stupid because that means that there's a chance that you don't get the fish. I don't currently have any because I gave it to the man to get fucking a quest done. I hate you all. If I could, I would unleash white chlorination syndrome again and kill all of you. You sell the fish. Let me buy the fish. Because I'm too lazy to fish for the fish to get the fish. I will see if I can catch some sharks. I'll probably
What's
not
gonna
do
be
this
funny
on
is you
camera.
What's funny is you probably won't even get a shark fin with every shark that you.
I don't think that's how that works. I think he'll just cut the shark fin off.
If that's how it was supposed to work, why didn't you get a wolf pelt every time?
I
you
think the
killed a
shark
wolf?
just took my bait. It did.
So-
It didn't even pull. Because we don't have to fight the sharks. It's just I have the chance to lose my bait, which is annoying.
mean to be rude, but I feel like if it was a shark, this tiny, tiny, small boy would get, like, jerked into the water.
Depends on the shark.
Well, that's what the stupid
Small sharks.
meter at the bottom is it's just like you're fighting the animal.
Could you be any more clumsy? Ma'am.
That was a big shark.
That was a large shark.
Whoa. Wow, that thing really just flew past.
333.84 pounds.
Is he behind you?
No, it's in your inventory now.
Oh.
You threw it so hard it crossed into pocket space. The shark is less difficult to catch than the royal fish that I caught that was worth $4,000. Oh yeah, also, Nick, we went to a sand area, and in the sand area is a bunch of, like, quicksand. I walked up to it, and it just went fish.
You can fish in the quicksand, huh?
Yeah, and when I did that, a bunch of metal came out.
Oh yeah, sand, of course.
So that's how you get an upgrade resource, is you fish in the sand. Which, by the way, apparently, according to Reddit, is not an ability that you unlock unless you do the 5 quests for the old man. What the fuck is that? Is that plants? That's a plant. That was a waste of my bait. My bait caught a plant. Also, you lose bait if you catch a plant or a bucket. Where's that bait going?
In the bucket. Why?
Let me take it out of the bucket.
I think eBay scammed me.
Oh? Well,
I'm very confused.
Wouldn't it be the eBay seller?
No.
Oh.
eBay had money, like available funds, and I added my bank account and everything. And it says that it transferred the funds, and I have one deposit of 0.06 cents, and then another one of 0.1 cents. And that's it. Huh.
That's really weird. I hate when it takes your bait and it doesn't give you the chance to pull. That's just a bucket, yo. That's 2 wasted baits. I'm getting baited for my bait here. Man, they really do just fly out there, huh?
They just fly right at the camera. Like, if you get the camera angle just right, it would fly right at the camera. Incredible.
Like that. It just took the bait. It just took the bait, but it didn't do the bob into the water at all to signify that you could pull the fish. It did it again!
Wow.
I have to go back and buy more bait.
Wow.
Because I'm not fishing to get bait. Like, I'm not going to do that. Just, do I have enough shark? I think I need 1 more shark. I need literally 1 more shark.
If you're ready to get serious about fishing, you'll need more than just a
serious about fishing.
Come back.
Everybody's so serious about fishing.
I've met many people like that.
I knew a guy who wore one of those, like, Bass Pro fishing hats, but he had never gone fishing.
Hey, you know, Connor drives, or wears a McLaren hat. You think he's ever driven a McLaren?
I mean, I feel like there's being a fan of like a vehicle manufacturer, and
that you could never have any dream of driving.
Yeah, like you can be like, I'm into these cars, they're pretty cool. And then there's, so I wear a fishing brand hat for a thing that I have no interest in doing. It's like, what? He was also the most flamboyant gay man. But he looked like a redneck hillbilly man. It was the strangest combination of human. Like, he looked like a redneck hillbilly, he wore the Bass Pro fishing hat, he'd never gone fishing, and again was a redneck hillbilly man who was extremely gay. So like, when I'm saying...
He's a bit of everything.
Yeah, it's like when I say extremely gay, I mean like, think of one leg over the other when sitting, talking with his hands, high-pitched voice, but then, like acne and red skin, literally a redneck, wearing baggy jeans and work boots and stuff. It's like, what are you? What kind of human being are you that you possess all of these traits combined? And like, not even as a slight, just like, that is an astonishing combination of features. Do you sell rice, or do I have to go back to like town for that, the other town? You sell rice, okay. Now I'm just remembering when that kid was racist to Kate.
Thanks for
I still, maybe they weren't though.
Yeah, we don't really know. I love when she came in and told Ryan about that. Like, NL just, he said, what? You said you smelled like rice? Did you?
Yeah, did you?
Fantastic. Let's see how this tastes. Okay, here you are. Go ahead.
Here you are. I'm serving you back everything you just caught and bought for me.
Here goes.
Well?
This is fantastic. I've never had anything like it.
And you never will again. Sharks died immediately after you fished them all out of the ocean for me.
Splendid. In that case, we have a new special. Maybe I'll even name it after you. Oh, and here's some payment. Thanks again.
Only 5K. You paid me so little. I spent so much more money getting you that stuff than you gave me back. Alright, 46%. I will go to the guy that gives the other quest. I will get the other quest. I will save, then I will stop for tonight. And then I will go get ready for the work that I have to unfortunately do.
I sat in a car for about 2 hours doing nothing today, which was pretty good. After a 2-hour lunch.
There's a strong chance that at some point tonight I will get tired of dealing with overflow calls. I will go into the dispatch and pretend to work. So far, they have not caught on to that. If they have, they haven't told me. And if they are pretending to not tell me, let's see how that goes. Because like the other day, I just like, we were told we would not take American calls unless they were desperately needing us to, and it has been like 3 weeks of me mostly getting American calls. And I'm talking about like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, back-to-back calls, which is fucking not normal for us. And I refuse to believe that that's just actually overflow. And other agents have brought it up to them as well and also complained, and they're just like, yeah, we were told that it's not supposed to be happening. They're looking into a fix. I'm like, I don't believe you. I think you're just trying to include it into our workload, right? And so my solution to that is, like, when I come back after my lunch, I just clock into the dispatch and just spend, like, 2 hours answering, like, a dispatch every 10 minutes. Just enough to make it look like I'm still working.
You can't leave.
And then occasionally I switch back to take calls for a little while. I take a couple of calls and then I go back into the dispatch.
That sounds great, honestly.
I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, where it used to just be 40 minutes of actually nothing.
Yeah,
and me just being like, did I accidentally turn off? And then not having turned off, but just not dealing with that. Like, there were some nights where we would get a 30 queue and I would be the only guy on. But those were nights where it was like, it was a power outage, so I knew what the rest of my night was going to be.
longer will you force me to toil here?
Yeah, I like took a new car and like went over to our auxiliary lot area and just sat there for like a half hour, and then I noticed another car parked behind me and realized it was coworkers also hiding over there, like they had chosen the same corner. I was like, oh shit, hey guys, got nothing to do either.
That's extremely good, actually, though. That's really funny.
No way, lady.
Okay, so remember that
Now get going.
Artorias figure that I bought? That is still not arrived?
Yeah.
Apparently the order will be closed in 43 days. So that's how long they have to deliver it.
That's pretty funny.
It hasn't left China
What's
yet.
going on?
It might not.
It might never.
There's no one else in town who knows
That's
how
okay.
to keep the lighthouse burning.
There's no one else in town who knows how to keep the lighthouse burning. We need her. Like, is she
Teach someone
actively
else how to run the
not
lighthouse.
teaching you? Like,
Look, she seems to trust you. Think you could maybe talk her into it?
sure, I'll take the quest.
I suppose a visit is...
We'll talk to her later.
Is that gonna call it for the night?
That's where I'm gonna call it, because I need to use the restroom, and I need to get a drink, and that will occupy my time before work.
Sweet peas.
And then I'll die inside.
I'm probably gonna take a shower. And then also go to sleep. So,
Then also go to sleep.
I have no plans.
I mean, you just get to relax.
I'm watching a lot of Be Bear Bears.
Bye.
It's good.
Bye-bye. I've never watched that.
It's pretty fun.
I think
Pretty fun.
the McElroy boys are in it for an episode, or at least one of them.
Maybe that's how. No, Rachel wouldn't know it anyways. She's a fan of them though.
You can